The rules are each group has to complete tasks and sell their duct tape product to make money. If they go bankrupt, then each member of the group has to complete unemployment work and then apply for another company to be in. The students can also be hired by other groups.
Okay, at Sticky Stuff Incorporated, we have named left to right, Bailey, Jackson, Zach, Cynthia, Morgan, and Hunter. Good job, guys. Okay, now at Duct Tape World, we have named left to right, Zach, Anthony, Johnny, Natalie, and Sophia. These guys have been doing a really good job, so keep it good. Okay, finally, we have Stuck on Duct. Names left to right are Lauren, Coleman, Austin, Emily, and Rachel.
Mr. Duncan, why did you choose to do this project?
Well, I think it's a practical way to teach a lot of different skills. You're teaching things like basic math and actually some pretty advanced math when they're figuring out costs and doing things like that. It's teaching them real skills like writing a resume and writing a business plan. It kind of shows what it would really be like to start your own company. Plus, I think it's fun. So,
why did you choose to use duct tape?
I actually looked at a couple of other things first. We looked at silly bands and things like that, but I think ultimately we just decided duct tape would be, it would give a little bit more flexibility. There would be more things you could make out of duct tape, so it just seemed like a better choice.
Alright, and have you ever had any problems with your students, with their habits?
Yeah, you have those problems from time to time where students, if you're not constantly on them, they get off task. The project itself does a pretty good job of regulating that because those groups ultimately get dissolved, they get broken up, and they have to look for new jobs. So it does a pretty good job of taking care of that on its own, but you still will have the occasional student who's not always on task, and you just have to take care of that instance by instance.
Okay. And we've heard that you can fire people. How does that work?
Well, you don't actually get to fire people, but you do get to hire people. If a company goes out of business, if they're the lowest rated company in the class, then every couple of weeks their company actually goes out of business. And they have to go to the unemployment line and look for a new job, and just like you would have to do if your company really went bankrupt in real life. So it adds that extra little reason to work hard.
And are you proud of the outcome and the effort with your students so far? And do you plan on doing another project similar to this one?
We probably won't do another project too similar to this one this year, just because I think we've gotten most of the effect out of it that we wanted to. But I am pretty pleased with what's happened so far. I've certainly learned a few things that I'll do differently next time. But I think so far it's really been a great opportunity.
How has your project been going?
I think it's been going very good so far. I think we've been very productive and done what we needed to do.
Alright. And has Mr. Duncan given you any comments? Good comments or bad comments so far?
He has said that we are one of the top companies, so I guess that's a good comment.
Alright.
What have you learned from this project? Is your outcome good or bad?
Well, in this project we're learning on how to kind of manage a business and what will be a business and what we'll be doing. And the outcome's pretty good because we're gonna need to know how to do this in our later life. And we've also been learning how to manage money. We've been learning how to market and create stuff. Thank you.